night is frozen and perfectly still. The wind through the alleyway carries a chill. I stand on the corner where we used to meet and watch the white flakes settle over the street. The pavement is hiding the tracks where we walked and freezing the air where we effortlessly talked. I look at the bench that is covered in white, illuminated under the pale yellow light. You packed up your bags when the temperature dropped and left before any of this could be stopped. My breath makes a cloud in the winterly air, a ghost of a girl who is stranded right there. And I'm watching the snow beneath streetlights tonight, shining like silver before out of sight. It falls like the tears that I hide from the town, as everything we built comes tumbling down. A beautiful blanket that covers my pain, but under the ice all the bruises remain. I pick up a handful and watch it all melt, remembering all of the warmth that we felt. The moisture just slips through the cracks of my glove, the tragic dynamic of our dying love. You flew to a place where the winter can't go and left me behind in the freezing cold snow. And I'm watching the snow beneath streetlights tonight, shining like silver before out of sight. It falls like the tears that I hide from the town, as everything we built comes tumbling down. A beautiful blanket that covers my pain, but under the ice all the bruises remain. Storms can rewrite how a city will look, like ripping a page from a beautiful book. I thought we were stronger than blizzards and frost, but I am the one who is completely lost. One delicate touch from your cold, careless hand, and winter took over our magical land. And I'm watching the snow beneath streetlights tonight, shining like silver before out of sight. It falls like the tears that I hide from the town, as everything we built comes tumbling down. A beautiful blanket that covers my pain, but under the ice all the bruises remain. The traffic is gone, and the street is so clear, exposing a landscape where you don't appear. The glow of the lamp makes the crystals look bright. The final goodbye to our beautiful light. Snow beneath streetlights, alone in the deep. A memory I am unable to keep. The clock on the wall strikes a heavy midnight. My bedroom is flooded with cold yellow light. I watch the street lamps illuminate the rain and map out the pathways of all of my pain. Your side of the mattress is empty and chill. The world is asleep, but my mind won't stand still. I trace the reflection of tears on the glass and wonder how long it will take this to pass. The headlights of strangers cut straight through the dark. Each one is a phantom that leaves a new mark. They drive to a home where somebody is there, while I am just breathing in cold, empty air. And I'm just a midnight window blow tonight, waiting for shadows to turn into light. A lonely glass beacon that you left behind, searching for reasons I never will find. The gold through the pain shows a heart made of stone, a flickering signal that I am alone. I look at the sidewalk where we used to stand before you decided to let go of my hand. The pavement is shining like silver and ice. I pay for our history twice the full price. The glass is a barrier keeping me bound to memories spinning around and around. And I'm just a midnight window glow tonight, waiting for shadows to turn into light. A lonely glass beacon that you left behind, let the yellow light cut through my skin. Shows a heart made of stone, a flickering signal that I am alone. The traffic is fading, the world turns to gray. The silhouette of you is washing away. The frame of this window is all that I keep. A girl in the shadow who forgets how to sleep. The glow slowly dies as the morning creeps in, and that is where my lonely day must begin. Frost is arriving to freeze up the street and hardens the ground right beneath my bare feet. I look at the map where we once drew a line to mark out the border of your world and mine. But winter came early and covered the trail, with no sign of footprint to lead your way back. I wrap my old coat tightly over my chest to protect the deep ache that you left in my breath. The fireplace ember are turning to gray, just like the sweet words that you chose not to say. The windows are shaking from pressure outside, exposing the places where I try to hide. And the northern winds wander across this cold plain, howling the secrets of all of my pain. They blow through the cracks of a heart made of stone and carry the truth that I'm completely alone. A freezing current that sweeps through the air, searching for warmth that is no longer there. I go to the clearing where pine trees grow tall and watch the last green of our summer days fall. The branches are heavy with teardrops of ice. For loving a stranger, I paid a high price. You flew like a bird to a southern retreat and left me behind in the snow and the sleet. And the northern winds wander across this cold plain, and carry the truth that I'm completely alone. Lizards can cover a landscape in white, but they cannot erase what we lost in the night. I scream out your name to the merciless scale, but my lonely voice sounds entirely frail. The storm only answers by freezing my breath, with a structural silence as heavy as death. And the northern winds wander across this cold plain, howling the secrets of all of my pain. They blow through the cracks of a heart made of stone, and carry the truth that I'm completely alone. The howling is dying, the morning is clear, leaving a landscape where you don't appear. The ice on the window pane starts to glaze thin, but the freeze of your absence remains in my skin. Northern winds wandering far out of sight, taking the ghost of our beautiful light. The ember is bleeding right out of the trees, and amber memories turn to a freeze. I walk down the sidewalk where we used to meet, with nothing but shadows along on the street. The calendar turns and the color goes gray as all of our warmth starts to wither away. Look at the jacket you left on the chair, and breathe in the ghost of the autumn spiced air. You promised that crimson and gold wouldn't die, that we would survive under November's sky. But pumpkin spiced vows turn to winterly ice, and for your sweet love I have paid a high price. And I'm crying because October never stayed tonight. It packed up its beauty and ran from my sight. The leaves are all buried beneath the cold frost, a brutal reminder of everything lost. The season of us was so bright but so brief, and leaves me alone with the shivering grief. The wind has a sharp and a merciless sound as dead copper pieces get crushed on the ground. I trace out your name in the frost on the pane, and watch it dissolve into freezing cold rain. You flew to the warmth where the sun always shines, and left me behind in the dying pine lines. And I'm crying because October never stayed tonight. It packed up its beauty and ran from my sight. The leaves The bonfire went out and the embers are dead, just like every beautiful thing that you said. I thought we were baked in the golden hour light, but you let me freeze at the turn of the night. It takes only days for a forest to tear, and now I am screaming to cold, empty air. So brave, and leaves me alone with the shivering grief. The first flakes of snow are now covering the lawn. The last streak of autumn officially gone. I pull up my collar and step from the gate, accepting the chill of my lonely new fate. October has vanished and left me in gray, the final sad frame as you drifted away. Folding my promises into neat little lines. I gave you the pages I saved from my mind. The ink was still wet when you pushed it away. Now all of our words are beginning to fray. You watched from the shoreline and offered no hand, while everything we built turned into wet sand. The sky is the color of bruises and ash. I stand in the downpour and wait for the crash. You told me our love was a beautiful draft, but you left me drowning inside of our craft. The water is rising and cold to the touch. I never believed I could offer too much. And now we are paper boats sinking tonight, lost in the dark without any lighthouse inside. The current is heavy and pulling us down. We tore up the map and we both started to drown. You look at me now like a stranger you met, a beautiful story we have to forget. My fingers are shaking from holding the seams silence for paper to tear. And now I am screaming to nobody there. Stranger you met, a beautiful story. We have to forget. The last piece of paper goes under the wave. The silent goodbye that you never once gave. The surface is quiet and perfectly still. I loved you back then, and I guess I always will. Paper boats sinking alone in the deep. A promise we simply were unable to keep. Is cold and the sky is pitch black. I look up and see a tiny white crack. The crescent above us is fragile and thin, like the delicate shell of the state I am in. You left with the sunset and didn't look back, and now my whole world is beginning to crack. We built up an empire of china and glass, and swore that the winter would easily pass. But teacups and promises shatter the same when nobody's left who will call out my name. The table is empty, the tea has gone cold, like every sweet lie that you carefully told. And our porcelain moon cracks open tonight, spilling out all of our beautiful light. The pieces are falling like sharp silver rain, cutting right through the display of my pain. We were too fragile to handle the fall, and now there is nothing left here to recall. I try to collect all the shards on the floor, but gluing them back makes them hurt even more. The edges are jagged and draw a thin red, reminding me of every word that you said. You handle my spirit like cheap imitation clay, then drop it and carelessly wander away. And our porcelain moon cracks open tonight, spilling out all of our beautiful light. The pieces are falling to handle the fall. And now there is nothing left here to recall. White ceramic dust is now filling my room. A beautiful artifact turned to a tomb. I thought we were baked in a fire so strong, but I guess I was reading the blueprint all wrong. One delicate touch from your cold, careless hand, and everything crumbles to white powdery sand. And our porcelain moon cracks open tonight, spilling out all of our beautiful light. The pieces are falling like sharp silver rain, cutting right through the display of my pain. We were too fragile to handle the fall, and now there is nothing left here to recall. The sky is now empty, the silver is gone. I sweep up the remnants and wait for the dawn. The pedestal stands without anything there, just a broken heart girl in the cold morning air. Our porcelain masterpiece fell from the sky, and this is the shape of my final goodbye. I sit on the floor of the hallway alone and stare at the space where your old jacket shone. The walls are too bare since you packed up your things and took all the music that happiness brings. The silence is heavy and sits on my chest, a terrifying, uninvited new guest. I hear my own breathing sound entirely too loud, like wind blowing through an abandoned gray cloud. I used to hear laughter bounce off of the floor before you walked out and slammed down the front door. Now every small footstep I take on the wood reminds me you left me for completely good. And these quiet rooms echo with all of your ghost, the places where we used to love things the most. The sound of your promise is ringing so hollow, leaving a shadow I'm forced to now follow. The walls are just shouting the words you concealed, exposing the hurt that has never quite healed. I walk to the kitchen and turn on the light, but yellow beams cannot fix this broken night. The counters are clean and the dishes are put away. No reasons are left for your shadow to stay. I talk to the corners to break up the chill, but my lonely voice makes it emptier still. And these quiet rooms echo with all your ghosts, the places where we just a big box of stone built to remind me that I am completely alone. I scream out your name just to hear something speak, but the playback I get makes my knees grow so weak. The walls send it back with a cold mocking tone, a sharp declaration that you have truly flown. Shouting the words you concealed, exposing the hurt that has never quite healed. The resonance fades as the morning comes in, and a new day of silence is about to begin. I lock up the door so the memories stay bound deep in the plaster where we can't be found. Quiet rooms fading to perfectly still. I loved you back then, and I guess I always will. The curtains are heavy, the bedroom is cold. As blue light washes over truths we once told. The coffee is brewing for one less today, while I watch the shadows begin to decay. The sun should bring comfort, but instead it brings pain. Like a beautiful sunrise trapped under the rain. I trace the cold porcelain rim of my cup and stare at the floor, unable to look up. Your keys on the counter are missing their ring. A quiet reminder of what dawn didn't bring. You left in the darkness before I could wake, with only a fraction of promises to break. And I watch our sapphire morning ever giving a proper goodbye. And I watch our sapphire mornings end tonight, as the deep royal blue turns to cruel blinding light. The color of sorrow is painted so clear, exposing the landscape where you don't appear. The dawn used to find us wrapped tight in our sheets. Now it just shadows my lonely defeats. Diamonds and sapphires are meant to endure. I thought that our feelings were heavy and pure, but jewels can shatter and colors can bleed, leaving me trapped in this desperate new need. The sunrise is stealing the dark shade I love, and showing the emptiness looming above. And I watch our sapphire mornings end tonight, as the deep royal blue turns to cool blinding light. The color of sorrow is painted so clear, exposing the landscape where you don't appear. The dawn used to find us wrapped tight in our sheets. Now it just shadows my lonely defeats. The blue tone is gone and the morning is bright, revealing the damage we did in the night. I step out of bed and face the clear room. An everyday palace turned into a tomb. Our sapphire morning has come to its close, the saddest ending that anybody knows. The shoreline is freezing beneath the dark sky. I look at the dunes where we used to lie. The foam is a blanket of silver and gray that washes our names from the surface away. You left with the wind as the midnight came in, and left a cold vacuum beneath my bare skin. I pick up a shell that is broken in two, and trace out the ridges like I used to know you. The ocean keeps roaring, a heavy sad sound, while everything we built is dragged to the ground. The castle of sand that we thought would endure is melting away in a current in edge where the water goes black, and realize no current will bring your love back. The undertow pulls at the heels of my feet, a brutal reminder of total defeat. You pulled back your heart like the waves from the shore, and left me behind where the wild oceans roar. And I'm watching our silver tide retreat tonight, pulling our history straight out of sight. The moonlight is bleeding across the wet floor of an ocean that doesn't hold love anymore. A cold metallic shimmer that drifts to the deep, leaving me secrets I don't wanna keep. Salt in my eyes and salt in my wounds, as darkness swallows the remaining dunes. I thought we were anchored, I thought we were strong, but I guess I was reading the sea weather wrong. It takes only seconds for waters to clear and show me a landscape where you don't appear. And I'm watching our silver tide retreat tonight, pulling our history straight out of sight. The moonlight is bleeding across the wet floor of an ocean that doesn't hold love anymore. A cold metallic shimmer that drifts to the deep, leaving me secrets I don't wanna keep. The beach is now empty, the surface is still. The morning is bringing a terrifying chill. The silver has vanished, the gray takes its place, the final sad frame of your fading embrace. The silver tide sleeping far out in the zone, and I am a girl on the shoreline alone. The television screen is flickering gray. It mimics the words that you chose not to say. I sink to the floor as the room starts to fill with heavy blue water that freezes my will. The signal is breaking, the picture is gone, and I am left waiting alone for the dawn. My lungs are burning from holding my breath. The silence between us feels heavy as death. I reach for your image through currents and foam, but waves keep on pushing me far from our home. The white noise is buzzing inside of my ears, a distortion of all of our happiest years. And I'm drowning in static underwater dreams, where nobody hears me no matter my screams. The transmission's broken, the ocean is deep, and you are a memory I cannot keep. I'm losing your voice to the roar of the tide, with nowhere to run and with nowhere to hide. I watch our old photographs sink to the floor as water leaks through the crack of the door. The colors are bleeding, the faces dissolve, a riddle of us that I never will solve. You're breathing so easy up there on the beach, while I am down here completely out of reach. And I'm drowning in static underwater dreams, where nobody hears me no matter my screams. The transmission's broken, the ocean is deep, and you are a memory I cannot keep. I'm losing your voice to the roar of the tide, with nowhere to run and with nowhere to hide. The frequencies crash and the screen goes completely dark. There isn't a glimmer, there isn't a spark. I thought we were anchored, I thought we were true, but pressure destroys what I built up with you. The deeper I fall, the less I can feel, a digital ghost of a love that was real. And I'm drowning in static underwater dreams, where nobody hears me no matter my screams. The transmission's broken, the ocean is deep, and you are a memory I cannot keep. I'm losing your voice to the roar of the tide, with nowhere to run and with nowhere to hide. The pressure is settling over my chest, the currents are finally laying to rest. The white noise is fading, the water grows clear, and I realize you are no longer left here. Just static and salt where your shadow once stood. I'd fix this forever